I spent weeks building the city, and the city technically looks good. But no matter how many buildings I added, some things were missing. So in this video, I'm transforming the city from the ground up, adding life, detail, atmosphere, and the small things that actually makes a Minecraft city feel real and alive. The first building I wanted to tackle was the inn, the Vale Inn. And this was honestly one of the most important buildings for making this city feel alive. Because places like this are where people actually gather. They eat, drink, talk here. It gives the city a reason to exist beyond just looking good from a distance. For the palette, I wanted something that felt warm and inviting while still standing out from the darker parts of the city. So I used calcite and birch for these brighter tones, while grey concrete powder and diorite add some softer shading and depth to the walls. One detail that I'm really happy about is this exposed beam effect along the exterior, even though they're literally just signs. And once the inn was finished, the city already started feeling a little more alive. Welcome back, guys. My name is BBN and I'm a casual guy playing Minecraft in my Minecraft Forever world. If you guys are new here, I'm making Minecraft videos to hopefully inspire you guys to document my journey in this world and just to create the most beautiful world that's possible. I'm trying to make Minecraft builds look like art and make it all seem connected and realistic in this world. So, let's get to building. To make the city more believable, I also needed smaller homes mixed in with the larger builds. Not every structure can be some giant landmark. These houses were built to feel practical, almost like the kind of place ordinary workers or families would actually live. I kept the palette much warmer here, using lighter woods and softer tones to make this part of town feel more welcoming and lived in. Things like layered roofs, flower pots, balconies and overhanging wood supports help break up the shape and stop everything from feeling too flat. One thing that I've started realizing while building the city is that the atmosphere matters way more than the scale. Because even a tiny house can add a huge amount of life to a city if it feels believable. And honestly, these smaller builds ended up doing more for the atmosphere than I expected. After that, I moved on to this smaller greenhouse tucked into the side of the main road. And compared to the inn, this build is a lot more compact and simple. But honestly, that's exactly what this area needs. Not every build should demand attention. Sometimes you need quieter builds that support the atmosphere around them. For this build, I actually took a lot of inspiration from the architecture in the movie Howl's Moving Castle, which is one of my favorite movies. That's something I've been trying to focus more on throughout this project, making buildings feel naturally built over time instead of perfectly planned from the start. After building a lot of smaller homes, I wanted to break up the city with something a little more unique. So I ended up building this small jazz club tucked in this corner of the street. Compared to the surrounding homes, this build adds a much stronger presence to the main road. What I'm kind of thinking with this retaining wall is that I want to maybe do this. So in the top I think we want like maybe too high right here, something like this. So it goes up like this and then something like this. And then what we want to do is that we kind of want to transition this into something darker, and we can do that with coal and tuff, of course. Just about doing this. So let's just see if we can just do this real quick. It's maybe not like this. I think this is going to look very, very nice. Down here I think we can do the transition very nicely. Yeah, I think this looks alright. But just kind of see if we can get this natural feel of it getting darker underneath this right here. I think this is going to be very, very nice. So guys, sit back and relax and let's build this retaining wall. When I first built the retaining wall, I thought that the palette was good, but it could be better, I found, after just building it up. Therefore I switched tough for deep slate to make the gradient a little bit better. I added stone brick walls and iron bars to give it this sense of a fence, so the people living in the city wouldn't fall off the edge. After this I made the river, and I just decorated it with grass and with firefly bushes. I made cattails. I just added these azalea leaves and moss carpet to make it seem a little bit like algae has taken up the river. Next up is this small power plant. It's not the biggest building in the city, but it powers homes, shops, and the jazz club, making Calderon feel more and more alive. I made a fence around the power plant, as we saw on the retaining wall, mainly so the citizens don't get electrocuted. And now that that is here, let's get on to another build. Right now I've been working on the railway system that is going to, run throughout my world. Right now I've just been working on this, like, on the ground level. But I'm going to raise up this railway, so we're, like, I don't know if you've seen Sinnoh's videos, but he is, like, riding these railways, I don't know, 15 blocks in the air or something. And I think I really want to do that. So, the next project that I'm going to work on is building a bridge going over this icy lake, and I think it's going to be very, very nice. So, follow along, and let's continue building this railway system right here. Alright guys, so let's look at what we've built. I've added some custom trees here to just kind of give it this, just making it feel like everything fits together in some way. I've also made this railroad crossing here. I tried to kind of make these fences and these, these gates, just to keep, just to say like, okay, these are going to close automatically when a train is going to drive by. So it's just this small crossing to help it, to kind of help this feel like it's normally in use and so on. So I'm very happy with it. I tried to make this bush here that just kind of hides this, the railway going this way, because it wasn't very beautiful actually. So doing this just helps. Okay, it looks a little bit maybe overgrown, but you can still drive through it with the railways. Am I happy with how this looks running into the city with these custom trees that I made, the custom pine trees? Yeah, looks very, very nice. Am I happy with this? We can just take a take it for a ride. So you're coming here. I just kind of destroyed this one for a bit because I found out that I built the power station here, so we can't actually make a way this way. We maybe have to do it over here, making it this way. But yeah, let's try this out. Just hop on here, press your W, and then you just go like this. It's very, very fast, as I talked about, because I installed the mod pack of it being twice as fast. But yeah, wow, does it look nice on this bridge? Yeah, but this is how far we've made it yet. But we're going to expand it a lot, actually. We're going to expand it all the way through this world soon. But yeah, am I happy with how this looks? This train bridge in this this icy lake. Yeah, wow, it's beautiful. But yeah, that was all I made now. But let's continue building and bringing this city to life. So, what we're going to do now is that we're going to gather up a lot of coral for the next build. I would love to get many stacks of this shulker box filled up. So hopefully have a shulker box or something, so we have lots of coral for next builds that need this. And yeah, let's start by gathering lots of coral so we can get back to the base, to Calderon City. Let's get to gathering. Welcome back, guys. After me just gathering lots and lots of coral, I thought I would, destroy more of this coral reef, but I've only just taken this down right here, and then a little bit over here. But wow, it was good. maybe I think 30 minutes or something of just gathering, and I think I got lots and lots of coral. So we are stocked up on coral for the time being, and that is just very, very nice. But yeah, let's get back to Calderon and let's start building. All right, guys, we're now back at the city of Calderon, back at the base, and I've just made a small stone right here. I've kind of just tried to transition from the dirt and the grass into the stone here, and some lighter areas with this light gray wool. And I'm very, very happy on how it came out. Then I've just used deep slate as this wet stone in some way, and I think it looks very, very nice. Yeah, but what I want to do now is that I want to continue this, well, this hill, you could say, all the way up here, all the way up. Let's just go up here, all the way up here. I want to continue all the way up here, where this kind of goes out of the mountain. Just so we can split up our city, or like keep it separated from the district that I want to make in another video here. Let's get to building, guys. We are now back in Calderon after doing a lot of gathering and a lot of building. And am I happy with this result? This is where we're at now. All of this over here looks very, very good. We got the retaining wall down here. We got the power plant that creates energy and power for this part of the city. In the last shot that you saw, there was a whole forest right here. But I've been spending some time on trying to take that down. And I also made this off camera. This tunnel right here is where you go through into the new district of the city. I've made some small marshlands here because I got very inspired by Sino's video where he did that, and I thought that this I needed to add in my world. What? They killed a rabbit, bro. These dogs. Alright, well, that's harsh. But I'm very happy on what we did today. Wow, yeah. Does it look nice? This just separates the forest and then the city. Yeah. But I might actually in another episode just continue out the city, making more houses and more streets over here. Just to give it more of that, well, city kind of vibe. Because it is a little bit small, I might say. But wow, am I happy what we've done in this video. Made power lines, made the small power station over here. The Vale Inn, wow, does it look nice. And all of these builds that just looks so good. Yeah, wow. So guys, this was actually it for this episode. This is what we've done in this episode, and I'm very, very happy. And it just made the whole city feel more, like, much more alive. And in the other episode, we're going to try and finish it up. Finish up the city. And it's going to be very, very nice. So guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I would just love to say thank you very much for watching my video. I would appreciate it very much if you went down and liked and subscribed to the channel. But yeah, am I happy with all of the things that we've done in this video? All of the things that we have built, making it all realistic and all just connected in some way. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, any things that you want to have answered, just drop it in the comments and I'll take a look. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.